children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
WIFO 105.5 FM Jessup, Big Dog Country. This is Bill Parker with Parker Insurance and Realty, your locally owned and operated independent insurance agency. We specialize in home, auto, commercial, ATV, motorcycle, and boat insurance. Being an independent agency, we have the ability to find you the best price available to suit your insurance need. At Parker Insurance and Realty, we can help you package your insurance or find the specialty insurance required to get you covered. We are your source for any real estate needs, whether buying or selling. We can help you. Give us a call today so we can discuss your insurance or real estate needs. Parker Insurance and Realty, 265 South Macon Street, 427-9345. That's 427-9345.
Hi, this is Marcus Peden with Sonic Drive-In and inviting you for our quarter-pound Sonic cheeseburgers for $2 every Tuesday. And also come see us every night, Monday through Thursday from 5 to close for our boneless wings. Buy one, get one free. Flavors ranging from garlic parmesan to the mild all the way up to the extreme heat with hot honey and pineapple habanero. And don't forget our $1.49 large iced coffees every morning on your morning drink stop. So take your Green Mountain coffee however you like it. Thank you and have a blessed day.
At the all-new Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear, we have the vehicle you want at the price you need. It's just that simple. We want you to be our customer for life. We're giving a lifetime warranty on all new and pre-owned vehicles, 2009 and newer, with 80,000 miles or less. So stop the search and come see Mike Butch Ford, home of the lifetime warranty. We're saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business at Mike Butch Ford Blackshear, home of the lifetime warranty.
At the all-new Mike Butch Ford, we work hard to exceed our customers' expectations every day in every department. We want to be your automobile dealer for life, so we're proud to offer at no cost to you a lifetime warranty on all eligible new and pre-owned vehicles. At Mike Butch Ford, the new home of the lifetime warranty, we want you to become part of our family, not just for today or tomorrow, but for a lifetime. So come see us in our new facility in Blackshear and ask about our lifetime warranty. You'll be glad you did.
Does your car or truck need a paint job, body repair, or even a tow? Call the experts at License Body Shop, family owned and operated since 1978. With a courteous, knowledgeable, and professional staff will meet all your needs at License Body Shop, where everybody is somebody. Call us today. Let us take the stress away. We are located at 1526 Radio Road, just past the dollar store. Give us a call at 385-6193. That's 385-6193. License Body Shop.
Are you thinking of selling your home or business? Hi, I'm Gloria, and as a realtor, I know that getting rid of the clutter in your home is one of the best ways to help sell your house quickly. At Jessup Premium Storage, our family-owned company provides a convenient and secure building for all of your storage needs. We now offer outdoor covered parking for that antique car, boat, or RV. Due to our recent expansion, we offer units that range in size from as small as a bedroom closet to as big as a one-car garage. All of our units are inside and climate controlled with 24-hour access and security. Our leases run month to month, so you're not locked into a long-term commitment, giving you the flexibility to move your belongings out the minute you purchase your new home. Stop by today or give us a call, 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage.
The cool, clean, and secure.
3 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 in your FM dial. Right slap in the middle of the week, Wednesday morning, 14th day of September. Butch Hubbard here with you on the Big Dog. Just looking for lots of rain today and tonight and tomorrow. Heavy at times. High today at around 81 degrees, and high tomorrow around 85. The Omaha level is at 2.7 feet and still steady. Currently 74 degrees here in southeast Georgia. It is now time for the world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, Jessup Premium Storage, also brought to you by Sonic Restaurant on South 1st Street in Jessup, by Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in downtown Jessup, and Lotzie's Body Shop on Rainier Road. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm here.
You're here. Got your Wayne County football cap on, your Georgia shirt on. You got your favorite teams on right now. Speaking of Wayne County, you were talking about that back that Appling has. We're going to have to keep him reined in, aren't we? Keep him between the tackles?
Yeah, very talented quarterback. Keelan Crosby. Should be a fun night.
Okay. And I know all the students at the high school are getting excited about this game. Border wars between Wayne County and Appling County. Any T-shirts made up on that this year? You know, usually a lot of times there were T-shirts made in the past. Border wars, Wayne County, Appling County, all that kind of stuff. Hadn't seen one in a while. I hadn't seen one in a while either.
Hadn't seen one.
Yeah, but usually it was a big T-shirt. Border wars this week with Appling County coming to town. The Pirates coming down Highway 341. Then the following Friday, the Bears of Pierce County coming up Highway 84. So two border wars. 2 weeks in a row. Should be just a packed stadium both Friday nights at JC Stadium.
I hope this rain will get out of here. It's supposed to be here most of the weekend. So.
Yeah, no, the thing about it is it's 50% chance of showers on Friday and 40% that night. You're hoping that this will move on out as quick as the last tropical storm that came through. Will move out quicker than projected, and we'll have decent weather on Friday night.
Good news is that field drains off their well. They found that out during the storm. I said when they went out there, as the storm came through, the field was in great shape. So, and the field drains well. So hopefully the field conditions won't be that bad. But a lot of people just, when it rains, they just don't come.
Yeah, well, for various reasons. You know, no one really likes to sit out in the wet there. But we do have a 50% chance of showers and cloudy on Friday. Mostly cloudy on Saturday, 50% chance. Sunday, mostly cloudy, 40% chance. Is this front from the Atlantic and the Gulf just overwhelming us right now. You know, hopefully we'll get rain every day except for Friday afternoon and Friday night. We need the moisture in the ground around here. You know, the river level's still sitting down there at 2.7, but still, you know, we can get a lot of rain around here in southeast Georgia. But unless it rains up to middle Georgia, the north Georgia, the river really doesn't rise that much. Down here, it just flows into the Omaha, goes out in the ocean. It doesn't take all that time to raise it up, as you need those major rains up in the Macon area and the Atlanta area to raise the river level of it. It's still sitting on 2.7. So we need some. You take a look at folks' ponds and lakes and so forth. We still need some more rain, but we don't need it Friday night. We don't need it Friday afternoon or Friday night. We can just maybe we can part the skies, Bob. You know, go talk to the priest, please. There's got to be who's the saint of weather in the Catholic Church, Bob? There's a saint for everything. Who's the saint of weather?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Oh, come on, you've been Catholic all your life. You don't know the saint of weather?
Afraid I don't.
You know, you pray to the saint, you know.
I don't know.
There's a saint for losing things. If you pray to the saint of losing things, you'll find it.
I don't normally pray about weather.
You don't usually, you don't?
No.
You know?
It's not probably on my list. I let God and Mother Nature take care of it.
You just let that take care of it. Yeah.
It's not on my list.
That's just Mother Nature just doing her thing there, just letting the weather just go as it is.
I have a lot more to pray about than weather.
All right. Well, I thought you might know. Being a diehard Catholic like you are, of weather, that they may have a saint for weather, because I know patron saint of weather. Let me see if I can find who it is, Bob. Let's see, Saint Medard, Medard, patron saint against bad weather. Okay, Saint Medard. That's who it is, Bob.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him?
No.
Well, you never prayed to Saint Menard before, so you wouldn't know. He's the patron saint of bad weather.
Never heard of him. I can talk about a saint.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You never heard about it?
No. It's news to me. Learn something new every day.
It says, legend says that when Menard, Medard, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, Bedard, there's a priest out there that can text in and say, I'm saying it wrong, at 912-427-3711. Any questions or comments at any time, especially during the Butch and Bob show, you can always text those in at 912-427-3711. Legend says that when Menard was a child, Menard was once sheltered from the rain by a hovering eagle. This is the most common deception in art and led to his patronage of good weather against bad weather for people who work in the fields. Well, we're not working in the field on Friday night there at Donaldson Madry Field, but still, we'd still like to have some good weather. So pray to the Saint Menard and perhaps maybe he will help clear the skies a little bit, at least keep the rain from coming down. I don't know if we can clear the skies, but at least keep the rain from coming down from Friday afternoon through Friday night. At midnight, it can start back again.
Unfortunately, to be politically correct, so if you're a football fan, you don't want weather. There's probably farmers out there that need the rain, so they want.
I'm just talking about Friday night, Bob. I'm not talking about today, tomorrow, Friday up to about noon, Saturday or Sunday. I'm just talking about Friday afternoon or Friday night.
I'm just trying to clarify that. Now those emails and letters will come.
Yeah, the prayer that you of course we're not called. This is not as bad as the prayer to Saint Menard is, but it's, dear Saint Menard, please pray for the calming of the storms that can destroy so many. Thank you for your loving prayers. Amen. Okay. I never realized that the Catholics have a saint for just about anything. Because you learned that growing up, from your nuns and all that kind of stuff. Was there a saint for bruised and bleeding knuckles when you were a little Bobby there at the Catholic church, the Catholic school? Oh boy! But that's what it is. Yeah. So perhaps maybe we can keep that weather away for Friday night. We don't need another Friday night rain like we did with Valdosta. We just need kind of clear it out a little bit and have some decent weather Friday night. But we're going to have cloudy skies the next several days from according to the weather forecast. They're just cloudy skies with that best chance of rain today and tomorrow. And then it decreases as each day goes by. But still kind of overcast. All right. Let's see here. Still no news out of Athens on the starting quarterback at this time, is there?
The Pekin Warriors stays racing first, Easton second, so still no definite decision. But it looks more and more like they're going to go with the experienced quarterback, fifth-year senior, to start the game. That's my suspicion, what my people in Athens are telling me. So I said they're not real happy with the decision making that Easton made during the game. And like I said, it's all about getting him in the right formation, getting the playoff on time, things like that. And Easton's still developing in that area. So we'll see how it plays out. Could be all wrong, but the people I've talked to said that they expect Grayson Lambert to get a start on the road in that hostile environment at Missouri, since he has all the game time experience. But, like we said it last week, if you're going to start the young freshman in the game at home against Nicholls State was the game starting him.
That's right.
Not the game at Missouri. So apparently it just didn't go like they anticipated. They were hoping they'd go in there and just light it up and blow out Nicholls State 52-6, but it was a 2-point game, and the pick six, or the pick at the end of the game turned into a field goal, but could have been a pick six. But again, and Isaiah fumbled the ball, so again, George had to hold on and barely survive against Nicholls State. So
that was just an embarrassing game.
But other teams are struggling with those teams. I said Clemson, like I said, Dallas makers still believe in Georgia. They still have listed as a 7-point favorite at Missouri, so they're not bailing on the Dogs. Dallas is them winning the national championship haven't changed in Vegas. So nobody's bailing on Georgia's potential. So these next two games are. The next three games, they got the road trip at Missouri, then the road trip at Ole Miss, and then they come home and take on Tennessee. So the next three games will determine which direction this season's going in. But they've got major issues at receiver, major issues on the offensive line. They got more problems than just quarterback. My big concern is the kicker. I'm still not real happy with the kicker. I think if the game comes down to a 35, 45-yard field goal, I'm not putting my stock in what I've seen so far. I mean, it's just iffy at best. But it's sad they don't have that scholarship. It's hard to believe University of Georgia doesn't have a scholarship kicker on their roster.
Isn't that amazing?
Got four
Done for the university usually has a good kicker.
walk-on kickers, not one of them on scholarship. That's hard to believe. They don't have a scholarship kicker. Like I said, the history of our kicking, from the Kevin Butlers to Rick Robinson is
Tons of them.
Just hard to believe they don't have a scholarship kicker on campus. But every time they go out to kick a field goal, I just close my eyes and pray. I'm praying every time they're kicking a field goal. Because it's 50-50 whether or not it's going to the
You don't know whether it's going through or not. Okay. Puts more pressure on the quarterback to score that touchdown. And speaking of college football, today and tomorrow between 8:30 and 9, it'll be somewhere around the 8:45 area, we're going to give away tickets to the Georgia Tech Vanderbilt game this Saturday in Atlanta. This Saturday in Atlanta, weather's looking pretty decent up there this time for Atlanta. On this Saturday, it's 12:30 kickoff, I believe, for this Saturday, as the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets will be hosting Vanderbilt. And so it's a 12:30 kickoff, and we will give away tickets to the game. So if you'd like to go to the Georgia Tech game this weekend in Atlanta as they take on Vanderbilt, it's a great venue to go to. You're right there in downtown Atlanta area. We'll give away some tickets today and tomorrow. Last week when we gave away the tickets to the Georgia Tech Mercer game, they went very fast and still have more calls coming in. So get ready to win those. A few of them this morning we'll give away around 8:45, then tomorrow morning around 8:45. Tickets to this Saturday's game in Atlanta at Grant Field, Georgia Tech hosting Vanderbilt, 12:30 kickoff.
People already badger me about the Georgia Tech, Georgia Southern tickets. I still don't have any control.
Off the Georgia Southern tickets? Yeah. Yeah, we got a bunch of those to give away whenever they play Southern, which is the weekend of October 15th. Weekend of October 15th is when Georgia Tech will be hosting Georgia Southern. But see, they host Clemson next week. Number 2 team, or 3 or 4 team. 4 to 5. Number 15 in the nation right now. Played for the national championship last year. We'll give away tickets next week to the Georgia Tech Clemson game. And the following week, we'll give away tickets to the Miami Hurricanes coming to town to take on Georgia Tech. 3 big games there at home, especially the Clemson game and the Miami game. And then skip a week, and then Georgia Southern in town on the 15th.
Interesting game this week with Miami. Miami's at Appalachian State, the team that almost beat Tennessee, but the game's at Appalachian State.
Oh, it is? Miami's going to App State?
Yeah,
wow.
They don't have an airport. They don't have anything to their travel.
I mean, that's amazing. Usually it's the small school going to the big school. How did that happen?
I don't know, but they lined it up, and the Hurricanes are at Appalachian State this coming Saturday. It's going to be a very interesting ball game.
Yes, that will be a very interesting ball game. Yeah, definitely. Up there at in Boone, North Carolina, with all the mountains around, with Grandfather Mountain there in the background.
I'm not sure how Miami's getting there. Like I said, they talked about there's not an airport in the area. They don't know if they're going to fly in somewhere else and bus them in, or where they're going to stay. There's not enough motel accommodations for people. So
we'll stay in Boone. There's enough. There's going to be enough in Boone. I don't know if they have the airport there, but they can fly to a bigger airport and then put them on a puddle jumper and get them over there to Boone, North Carolina.
They're not used to playing at the University of Miami. They don't have the accommodations for most people coming from that.
I mean, they've hosted Southern all these years and that kind of stuff. So, and all these other teams.
It's logistics nightmare right now for the Miami people. It's been to get a lot of publicity. I said, I don't know how they picked Miami to come in their stadium, but they're going in this coming Saturday. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game.
Okay. Somebody just texted in, Bob, have you seen the UGA football schedule for next year, 2017? The second game is something you might be interested in.
So they're going to Notre Dame.
They're going to Notre Dame. Georgia going to Notre Dame next year.
I believe September 9th next year. So
oh, wow.
Can't wait. South Bend, Indiana, here I come.
Yes, sirree. Bob's going to get up there all around all them campuses.
Never been on that campus, never seen him. But
you never have. You've never been on the campus.
This is the great reason to go. Go Dogs. The first time they played Notre Dame since the national championship game in 1980.
First time since then, huh? Wow.
They've got a home and home series. They got to go to Notre Dame next year, and then the following year, Notre Dame comes to Athens.
Okay. That sounds like a good lineup there.
Yeah. I like that. I also saw that Georgia, I think, opens up with Appalachian State next year. I did see the schedule, so it's a good schedule.
Okay. Well, that's next year. We still got a lot more games to go for this year. Georgia, of course, taking on Missouri at Missouri this coming weekend, and then on the road against Ole Miss. Have you ever been to the Ole Miss game? Have you ever been there on the campus? I'd like to see what the Grove looks like. Everybody talks about the Grove. To me, it seems like it'd be like old campus on Georgia.
Yeah, several people I know went there was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Had a blast.
Okay.
They said, Ralph Trapel's son goes to Miss Ole Miss. I talked to him this past weekend, asked him if it's as good as they say. He said, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. So Ralph's son goes to Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was funny on AM 1370. They were talking this morning. The Huffington Post posted wrote some letter complaining about how sexy all the SEC girls look at these football games, that they need to dress appropriately. And this guy was saying, I don't think so.
I don't think so. The girls work hard to have good looking bodies like that.
Of college football. So.
No, that's part of the pageantry, you know. Jeez.
But that's one of the highlights of the Grove, I understand. Like I said, everybody talks about the Grove.
Here's somebody just texted Bob. This is for you, Bob. Okay. Sounds like a great road trip, but you're going to be disappointed on the way home. Jesus is a dog fan.
No.
Are you a dog fan first or a Notre Dame fan first?
What do you mean? I'm pulling for Georgia all the way.
That's what I thought. You're pulling for Georgia all the way. Notre Dame's 2 on your list. Georgia's number 1 on his list, Bob. On his list, folks.
Yeah, I'm a true blue Bulldog fan.
I know you are. Yeah, Notre Dame is number 2 on his list, folks. Georgia's number 1.
I just want to go see the campus. I just had never been on the Notre Dame campus. I tell that story all the time. Growing up a Catholic, I thought for sure that's where I was going to go to school.
Right.
We moved to Stone Mountain when I was a junior.
You were a junior when you moved there?
Yeah, my dad said, you got to start looking at colleges, So my dad asked me the question at dinner time, where are you going to go to college? I said, what do you think I'm going to go to Notre Dame? He said, what are you talking about? We can't afford to go to Notre Dame.
You're going in-state, son. In-state. What? You're going to go in-state.
It costs money to go to school.
That's not part of the county taxes.
That's why you just went. You didn't know there was expense involved.
Yes, sir. And of course, the tuition's only half the expense.
My dream was dashed. So.
Yeah, but you was up at Georgia, and you're better off for it.
We took a visit to the university campus my junior year, my journalism class, and the rest of this is history. But
yeah. Well, you can't beat Grady School for journalism.
They used to show the Notre Dame highlights every Sunday morning. You'd wake up every Sunday morning and have the highlights on TV. So that was a ritual every Sunday. So, I was just a big Notre Dame fan. Joe Montana, this goes on and on. So, Touchdown Jesus, the movie Noodle Rockney. I'm all into Notre Dame, but once I got to Georgia, you got that Georgia feeling about true blue.
You just went there and got that red and black flowing through your veins.
That's right. So I'm a dope Bulldog, but I just want to go to the campus. Like I said, I've never been to campus. Good opportunity to go. All the twirlers go all the time. They send me all these pictures.
Yeah, the twirlers go up there every time.
In front of Touchdown Jesus, but I appreciate that. But like I said, I just want to go experience it myself. I'm going to be like Rudy's dad. It's the greatest sight these eyes have ever seen. I watch that movie religiously. Rudy, every time it comes on, I have to watch it from start to finish.
The Rudy, great inspirational movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Still the only player ever been carried off the field.
The only one, huh?
Only one.
Yep.
Great movie.
Rudy. All right. Anything from the school board meeting the other night that you want to touch on any type of way?
Just this mess with the rooms. It was just a sad story.
So does it look like it's some of it might be just bad bookkeeping because no one had to pay extra. There was no extra expenses had to be paid. Is that right?
I'll just let the legal process play out, as they say.
Just let the legal process play out. Okay.
I think the bookkeeper told him months ago that money was missing from the cheerleading account. And I believe that's the story that we reported. So
just let it play out and see what happens.
It should have never got to law enforcement, in my personal opinion. These 2 people should have been fired from the school system, in my opinion, but they weren't. So the legal process took over, and it's now in illegal hands, and we'll let the court system play out. I said I've been, a lot of people said they wouldn't be arrested. They were arrested, and people said they wouldn't be indicted. They've been indicted. So we'll see how it plays out. I think the next step is to be pleading to felony charges.
Well, we'll see what happens with it all. We know details and stuff like that, but we don't know everything. So we'll find out what happens in court and see what kind of plea deal perhaps is made if they do that.
Just a lot of victims. This team's been a victim, like I said. And you have to find a coach in 5 weeks before the season is put your team behind the 8 ball. So we're playing catch up with everybody else.
Says, has Bob reviewed the football movie Greater? Greater? No, I don't know that. Has Bob reviewed the football movie Greater? I don't know it, and he doesn't know it. Is it a new movie? Whatever the case may be. Once again, if you have questions or comments, you can text those. You can text them in at 912-427-3711, 427-3711. Text them in.
Up to $17,000 unaccounted for. I don't know how it could be paid, but keeping when the financial officer told him to the emails that she knew money was missing from the checking account. I mean, I said, my personal opinion should never get to law enforcement. They should have just been fired. People get fired every day, but they weren't fired. So people filed complaints with the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department turned on over to the GBI because they didn't want to touch it because of them being the local sheriff's department. GBI investigated fully, and charges have been filed, and each faced 3 felony counts, and they're not pretty. So I wouldn't want to be facing felony counts.
No. Well, a lot of times decisions made by people in charge of stuff is done by what the attorneys advise them to do, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how it all shakes out. I just know from dealing with a lot of things through the years that sometimes you want to do certain things, but the lawyer says, you got to do it this way, or you put yourself up for all kinds of stuff. So we'll see what happens. All right, what about the county council meeting the other night? Any comments or questions that would happen with the county council meeting? You had quite a actuality on there as well.
It's the coal ash issue. Mike Roberts says he met with Drew Eisenhower. They gave him a proposal was unacceptable, and now they're supposed to come up with another proposal. So we'll wait and see. The push is still on to try to work something out with those people, but I don't know. I thought the letter back from Bill Gates to Jimmy Carter was funny. He was like, yeah, thanks for writing, but I don't really care. I got other people to handle that.
Yeah, I say one thing, but I'm going to do another.
I see it. I still don't understand why we don't believe in the process. Apparently, we don't believe in the process. Why do we have all those public hearings and all those comments and public comments and everybody go on record and say we don't want it?
It's a feel-good thing, Bob.
Yeah, it's the horse and pony show. So we don't. So obviously, we're admitting we don't have any faith in that process. We know the ruling's going in favor of the Republic. So that's what I don't understand. It just seems to me that they've got to, if they dot the I's and cross the T's and do everything they're supposed to do legally, federally, by the federal government, we have nothing. Where's our stance? How do we fight it? Mm-hmm. To me, we fight it by begging them not to bring it in or going to court, one or the other. Other than that, we don't have a leg to stand on.
We'll see what happens.
I don't understand the court. I get you in the court case. Here, let's go to court. Here's the judge. Did they break any rules? No. Did they break any laws? No. Did they abide by the contract? Yes. Well, thanks for coming. It's going to be a short court case.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So the process now is to continue to meet with these people and say we don't want it, and hopefully they, with bad publicity and everything else, they decide to do something different.
It's made a big difference in so many things through the years, a public outcry.
But apparently the offer they proposed wasn't what was acceptable because it was just pretty much holding Wayne County for ransom, and everybody's taxes would go up 10 times what they were now, and nobody's in favor of that. So it's going to be interesting how it plays out. But, it's another story we continue to follow. But I don't know what Republic's going to do in the long run.
Yeah. All right, somebody just texted in and said, remind everyone about the jacket walk Friday afternoon at 6:20 sharp. Come out and show your support for the team. So jacket walk at 6:20 right there in front of the big gates there at the JC Stadium.
It was successful last Saturday when they played Valdosta, but should be better Friday night with the big crowd coming. A lot of people couldn't make the game because it was changed to Saturday, but everybody should be there this Friday night, so it should be bigger and better.
Okay. So 6:20, the jacket walk. Just get there at the JC Stadium, get out there in the parking lot, and they'll come bebopping in down there on Jacket Lane going into the big double gates there at JC Stadium. Somebody just texted in and said they agree with your comments about what should have taken place with the missing money situation there at the school. They agree with you, Bob, what should have happened first and then second. All right. Any other?
It's just another chapter in the book. What a mess. What a mess.
What it is. This is sad. All right. Anything else you want to talk about this morning before we beep off out of here?
No, just a reminder that the girls' softball game, they're going to try to get that done by here today. But, it doesn't look good as far as weather forecast goes. So
Yeah, it does.
we'll see.
All right, Bob. Have a good day. All right, the world famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Lacey's Body Shop on Rainier Road, by Sonic Restaurant.